Hi guys, so today I decided to make a basic YouTube tutorial showing you guys how to do a basic celebration of life in Canva. Yes, basic, but you can do whatever you want to it. You can jazz it up any type of way you want or whatever the family wants. That's your choice. But I just showed you the basics of how to make one in Canva so that you can save money in your pocket. Stay tuned, watch the video to the end, like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever. Let me know how I did. Okay, guys? Thank you.
Hello. Hey guys, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. As we are going to go up here to, if I can get to it, Canva, because I am going to show you guys the basics of making some people call it obituary. We're going to call it a celebration of life program today. So that's what I am going to share with you guys today, how to make a celebration of life program. Now, to start off, depending on what size you're making it, because a lot of people make it a lot of different sizes, I'm just going to do a simple 11 by 8.5 today. So I'm going to go to custom size, and I already have that size here. So I'm going to select that. And it's going to bring it up in landscaping mode, my plain white sheet, which is 11 by 8.5. I have my ruler on, as you can see on both sides. You want to turn your ruler on, you go to File and Show Ruler and Guides. And to turn it off, this is how you turn it on. So I want to split this page in half. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to drag this ruler into it changes a different color. Bam. Once it changes a different color, that's how you know you are in the middle of the page. That's right, the middle of the page. So now the page is just split into two. We got the front side and we got the back side. Your right side is your front of your book. The left side is the back of your book. So now we just want to add simple elements to our program, our celebration of life program. So we're going to start off by adding some elements such as let's go with red roses, which I've already searched. So we're just going to click on that. Let's see what we have here. Photos of red roses. I actually like this one, but I wonder if I remove the background, will it remove? Okay. You just want to find some elements you want to add into your program. Some people like to do themes to make their program set to a certain theme for the individual who has passed on. I'm just going to do something simple today to show you guys, just to show y'all the basics of Canva. I am going to do these red roses here. I'm going to duplicate them because I'm going to use it for the front and I'm going to use it for the back. So I'm going to hit the duplicate button, the plus button right here, and it gives me another set of roses. So we can put this down here. Maybe I might move it a different way. Let's see. Let's put it on an angle and see how it looks on the angle. And we're just going to set some roses up here. And then we're going to do the same thing here. Now, mind you, we're just going to do something simple just to give you guys the basics on how to create an obituary if you want to create your own obituary yourself. So, our program of life, whichever you choose to call it. So we're just I'm gonna bring that down like that, and we're gonna just bring that like that. That's fine. Even I don't like the hard edges. So we're gonna open it back up, and we're just gonna turn it and just push it up a little like that. And we're going to do the same with this one down here. I'm going to turn it, just get it on an angle a little. It doesn't have to be perfect because like I said, this is just something I'm going to show you guys, just the basics of working Canva and making a program. A celebration of life program. This is just the basics, and we're just going to do that one like that. Okay, so now that we have our little elements that I want to put in there, we are going to go to text and we're going to go to add heading. Now for our heading is going to be celebration of life. Of course, we're going to make it smaller because we don't need it that big. And we can put that right here, but we want to jazz it up a little bit by adding a different font. So we come here to our fonts and let's see. I like that font there. You can just go through, you can scroll through and choose your font. Just scroll down. If you know a name, a particular name that you want, that you choose, that you plan to use, you can just type the name in up there and it will come up. But for now, I'm just going to stick with the top fonts and I'm going to use that one. So then you can make it as wide as you want, position it where you want it positioned, and then that's that. So now we're going to bring in a frame. Now by bringing in this frame, it gives us the option to drop a picture inside that frame. So I'm going to hit the X up here and frames came up. So I'm going to hit frames and I'm going to hit see all. So whichever frame you choose, it will be the frame you will use for your picture. So say if I wanted to use this frame, my picture will crop out into this frame, whatever picture I chose to drop into my frame. So we're just going to use a square today. We're going to delete this one and we're just going to use a regular square frame. One size it down, put it here, and that is going to be the individual who has passed on. This is where their picture will go. So we have our celebration of life, we have our frame. Now let's bring the individual name in. So we're going to go back to text, add subhead, and we can just put Jane Doe. Now I want to change the text of Jane Doe's name. When you're using text, I'm at the font of Jane Doe's name. When you're using fonts, you don't want to use a whole bunch of different fonts. You want to stick with 2, maybe 3 fonts, but you don't want your program all over the place with a lot of different fonts. So I'm just going to pick the first simple one and call it the day. I like that font. It's bold, it sticks out. So that's good for me. So that's our name of the individual who's going to go here. That's Jane Doe. So next, I want to add a sunrise, sunset. So I'm going to add in another subheading section. And I'm going to hit sunrise. And then I'm going to position it. And then I'm going to go over here to fonts. Now I want it in the same cursive font as our celebration of life. So that's what I'll add for sunrise, but we're going to also add a little effect to it. We're going to do a lift. So I'm going to turn that lift all the way up. And we're going to do the same thing for celebration of life. You go to effects, click effects, go over here to your left and hit lift, which is on the top, the third from the top. And then it gives you the scale to intensify it or, to make it intense or to dumb it down. So, but I want to turn that all the way up so it can stick out. And there you have it. We have celebration of life with that little glow behind it. And you got sunrise. Now let's put sunset in there. And we're going to do the same thing for sunset. We're going to take and we're going to go to our fonts, choose the same font, go to effects, hit lift, go up to 100. And then you got sunrise, sunset. So then let's add the dates in there. I'm just going to pick some dates. Let's say 14. We're going to add some dates in there. I'm going to make the dates the same as the font for the sunrise. So I'm going to go over here to my fonts, click the font, go to effect, hit lift, turn it up. And then I'm going to size it down a little bit because I don't want it too big. And there you have it. Now we're going to do sunset. I'm going to add subheading, sunset. We're going to put just any date. And then we're going to go over to fonts again, same thing. Effects, lift, turn it up. And then we size it down. Now the thing with doing this, you want the size to be the same. You can click on it. This is 26.3. This is 25.6. So we got 26.6. So let's just stick with the 25.6 for now. But you want your fonts to be the same. This is how you can measure it out. But if I wanted to be exactly 26.3, I would click on it and then I can highlight this and go 26.3. And it would give it the same exact size. So you want all of your fonts to measure out as the same size, same width, same height if you can. So that's our front so far. So what else we're going to add to the front is we're going to add a text in. And our text is going to say church / funeral. Oh. Okay, we can stretch that out because we want that all on one line. And then following that, we're going to go. I know I ain't spelled funeral. Oh, I did. Oh, God, I put an R in there. My bad. So now we want to go to 1, 2, 3, 4 because we want to put the address of the location of the funeral. And this way you will also add the time, the viewing time, the service time as well. But we're just going to do a simple program on your own leisure time. You can add the rest in, but we're just going to do the address 1, 2, 3, 4 anywhere street. And capitalize my A. Anywhere street. City, state, zip. So I want to bring this down, move it over. No, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that. We're going to move it over. And I want to use the same font that I used for Jane Doe. So we're going to go up here and I'll just click the same font that I used for Jane Doe. And then that's how we would do that. So all of the everything would be added here. I'm gonna just go down and hit times because the how about we hit viewing time / service time, because this will all be in this location here. So you will have all of that in here. Of course, you want to make it size suitable as far as your fonts, things of that nature, because it's a lot of information. So you will have to make it kind of small, but this is where that will go. Now, this is just the basic front of a program. Okay, so now we're working with the back. So now let's, on the back, we're going to put pallbearers. So we're going to put that, we're going to size this down because this is where you will list. Like I said, some people do it different. Some people have it listed on the second page. But right now I'm just showing you the basics of how to put a program together. So you got pallbearers. So now we're going to move this over a little bit so I can put my cursor there. Pallbearers. So we're going to go name. Before I do the next name, I want to show y'all how I get it to drop down like that. You're going to hit this, the arrow up, arrow down spacing, and you're going to hit anchor so that it'll just drop down like that. So my anchor is already selected because I use it a lot. So then we're just going to keep going down. Name. So what is about 6? What's that? 5 to 6, right? So it's about 6. So I want to bring the size of name down because it's all the same size in the font as 36.9, which I don't need it that big. So we're going to just hit pallbearers first, and we're going to bring that down. So we're going to hit the subtract button up here for the font size and bring that down. We're going to stick with 20. Let's make this 22.5. You can always type it in. So now with the name, we're going to highlight that, and we're going to make the name 18.5. Let's do 18.5 because the names will be smaller than pallbearers because pallbearers will stick out. Now we want to change this font to the same font as Jane Doe. So we go over here and it's the same. There you have it. So it's pretty simple with making a program, guys. It's pretty like simple. It's just that whatever program you're using, like software you're using to create the program, you have to know how to use it and work it. I'm somewhat familiar with Canva, but I'm not too I'm knowledgeable of Canva. I'm more so of a Photoshop girl, but I decided to show you guys this today in Canva. So now we're going to hit add a subheading. Next, we're going to put acknowledgements. Acknowledgements. So once again, you can fancy it up with the same font as the celebration of life. Or you can put it with pallbearers, the font as Jane Doe and pallbearers. I'm going to do the celebration of life font. And I think that's a good size. So your acknowledgements will go here. And last but not least, I'm gonna make this a little smaller. Last but not least, you will add your location of the burial. If it's private, if it's commental, benediction, interment, I would just say add all. Just so that it gives, if you sell this on Etsy, it gives the people an option to choose what they want. And I'm gonna leave it that way. And this would be the location of the burial. If it's private, they usually families put private. Here, this is where the address and the location of what takes place after the service will be. So I am going to make this the font of the same font as Jane Doe. So that is just a simple front and back for your program, celebration of life program, obituary. That is just a simple basics, a basic one. If you wanted to put one together, like if you say, hey, I can do it for such and such a family member who may passed on. If you know you guys don't want to spend unnecessary money, you could do it yourself. Just get the necessary paper that's needed for it, and you can print this out yourself. But if you want to do all pages, you can add another page. Your ruler is already there. Let's say if you wanted to use this page for the eulogy and then this page for pictures, you can add different frames in, because a lot of people tend to do a lot of different collages. Like I said, I work with Photoshop a lot, so I would add it in and fade them out and things of that nature that I use with my Photoshop. But this is just a simple way of doing a basic program of life, and then you can have your eulogy on this page. And if you want to add another page in where you have loved ones who wish to write their own personal letters and poems and things of that nature, you can add that there. But this is just a simple way to do a program for celebration of life. And if you decide you want to change the color of the background, let's say I decide I want to add, let's see, I want to add red roses in the background faded out. So I'll go and find, let's say I just want to add this nice rose in the background, faded out, but like it's coming between both the front and the back of the program. I can make it as big as I want. And you see it sitting in front of everything. You can click here, the three buttons for more, or you can go to position. We're going to click here, send backwards. I'm going to click here and I'm going to hit send to the back because I want it behind everything. It is behind everything. All my wording, you can't really see it, but now I am going to fade this out. So you go over here to transparency, click that, and you got your scale. I want to fade that out. So there you have it. If you choose to put something in the background, that's when people get really fancy and they put a theme. It may be a football theme. It may be a whatever the person like. If it was a baby girl, it might be a Barbie or a Minnie Mouse theme or something like that. So this is just a simple way to do a simple program of life, celebration of life. That's just if you decide, or if you just want to put it on one side, fade it out in the background, you can just put it over here and then have it faded out. You can make it big, small, however you want to do it. And then if you want to put something else there, it's all up to you. But like I said, it depends on what you're doing, what if it's a theme behind it, and what the family prefers that you're making the celebration of life program for. So that is just a quick tutorial on how to do a basic celebration of life, guys. It's very simple, it's very easy, it doesn't take any time. Only thing you have to do is just learn how to work the program that you are using to create your celebration of life, and it will happen with no problem. It just come naturally once you learn how to work the program that you are using. So that's it, guys. If you like this, subscribe to my channel, because I will be creating a celebration of life in Photoshop as well for all my Photoshop users. It may be a little bit different from this because I'm more advanced in Photoshop than I am in Canva, guys, but I decided to show you with Canva because Canva is basic, and everything that I used, I believe, was the free. I have the paid Canva, but you can use a lot of these elements for free. And I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick. Yeah, everything I used today was free. The only thing that's not free, if it say pro, you will have to pay for that. Like, so if it has these little crowns next to it, you have to pay for it. But other than that, any and everything, the frames are free, roses are free. All you have to do is go up here, hit elements, and you can search, Or you can, if you want to put text, different types of text, a glow text and things of that nature, you could put them in. You can do effects on it. A lot of things are free, but if you want to remove backgrounds off of pictures, you will have to upgrade your Canva to the Pro. So, everything I used today to show you in this tutorial was free. Like I said, like, subscribe, follow, comment, share this video. It may help someone else. Subscribe to my channel so that you can see more videos that are soon to come, that I will be teaching tutorials on showing you how to make your own things where you can save a lot of money and keep that money in your pockets. Yeah, so go ahead, follow your girl on Facebook with Rose Creation. I also have a private Facebook group called Rose Creations, Sublimation Blanks, and more, where we teach it and share a lot of different crafts in that group. You're more than welcome to join. I also have on Instagram, I am under Rose, ROSE .creations with a K, KREATIONS. Follow me on Instagram for see all my custom items that I make. And like I said, like, subscribe, comment on this video. Thanks for participating in this, guys. I hope this was very informative and helpful to you guys. Thank you.